What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know what it is. It is your boy, Turtle, the Ascended, back at it again with another video with a technical topic. You know what I'm saying? And today, got a pretty good one for you. We can talk about our early thoughts, first impressions for right now on Street Fighter 6, fresh and hot off the press. But real quick before we get into that, let's reintroduce my technicians and one of my special guests. First off, we got my boy Shadow Falls.
You know, it's your boy. It's been a minute, but we out here.
Yeah, he plays all the characters you hate, so feel free to send him hate mail.
Hey, bro, I'm out here.
Not all of them.
Yeah, true enough.
I will.
But my boy, Young Tank, the Tanky.
You already know who it is. It's your boy. Sheesh.
Whoa. And then we got my boy, the reddest of comets, or Young Tan Man.
I play one character.
Fair enough.
And I will never play another.
Fair enough. All right. So we'll start from the very top on this game. Actually, we'll start in an odd position. Let's talk about the ranking system. Okay.
Beautiful.
What do we think about the ranking system and the separate characters?
Which more
Is this the only game that does that?
No.
Nope.
Tekken does it in a interesting way. Tekken does it in a way where it's like if you get a character to a certain rank, it'll automatically raise the rest of your characters to that rank unless you've been demoted on them. Then it won't raise them. But if they haven't been played, it'll raise them all up. Kind of a smurfing failsafe. So you can't just be like super low level. But because of the way the placements are set up in 6, it makes it really easy to like, you play your first few map placements. If you smoke them, then it'll automatically throw you up against masters. Like earlier, I played my Luke placements. I smoked the first 4 people, then immediately went up against like 3 or 4 masters in a row, and I beat one of them, but the rest of them kind of smoked me. And then I went up against a diamond and got placed like plat 4. So, but it's cool. The separate character ranking system is.
I
nice.
wasn't aware at first that it was like that, so I was wondering why no one was ranked, and I'd fight them in like casual matches.
Yeah.
And they'd be playing Jamie or somebody, and then he'd be unranked, and they'd just completely wipe me across the screen with some combos.
Yes, it might be that they're just actually higher ranked than they seem, and that they're playing an off character that hasn't been like ranked or working on them.
Or they could just be casual match fiends.
That could be casual match fiends.
I guess I like that. If you're like a master with one character, and you have no idea how to play like E Honda or somebody, and I wouldn't want to get paired up against masters like right off the bat with a character I've never played before.
Facts. I know that was a problem Eris talked about back in early days of Tekken 7. Was like some of his characters were so high he wasn't really allowed to get his footing back. He was just up against sharks immediately. So being able to kind of find your footing with the character before you really have to know what you're doing makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I think so.
Or you, Shadow, what do you think about the ranking system?
No, I mean, I pretty much agree with everything y'all said. And I experienced that whole placement thing with freaking whenever. I've only done placements with Ken. I haven't touched any other character in rank. But yeah, like my first four games, I was like, dang, bro, I'm smoking these people. And then like, they threw me into the freaking fire for like the rest of the games. I was like, damn. got smoked for the rest of my game.
I've heard right now the placements are broken and people are getting like a lot of people got bronze and then they just they did their first rank match after getting placed, and they just got swept. And they can never like get a win again. It's like it's placing people. That's what I heard is that it's like placing people in bronze that shouldn't be in bronze. So I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's like just an initial hiccup thing, like because the game just came out or what. But
I don't know. I got placed in
those people
silver.
just suck.
I got placed in silver and had to climb out. I'm like around gold somewhere. Gold 5, gold 4. Haven't played much rank since then.
I'm not gonna talk about rank.
Yeah, I freaking fought. What happened with me when I did it with Jamie? I like won 3. I won like 2 or 3, lost 3 or 4, and then won the other few, and then got placed in like middle gold. But then I had a very similar record with Luke. I won half, lost half, and got like plat 4. So it's a little weird. But I also think it has. I think what you're talking about might have something to do with the players too. That could just be players abusing it, like actually still trying to smurf. That's a possibility, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like they could do a
or people just like get nervous after they finally get their rank, or they get overconfident or something, and then they get screwed up and say like, "Man, I got in the wrong rank."
Get hard L smoke'd. So yeah, ranking system is pretty cool. Let's talk a little bit about the overall game mechanics. Okay. Specifically, the drive gauge. What do we like? What do we hate?
I love the drive gauge.
Yeah, when I started, I hated drive. I think I was even talking to you on a VC, and I was like, man, drive impact is so broken. I don't know why this is good. But since I learned how to play the game, there's so many ways to counter it. I mean, I think it's super fair. It's a good mechanic to kind of base the game, because it's so versatile too. I mean, you can do like the drive rushes, drive impacts, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I like drive rushes.
Yeah,
That's a cool. Drive impact can eat a dick.
Drive impact can be a little
fucking
funky.
mash the game, baby. You want to freaking lay your pressure on? They're freaking cool. Right. You like how you put them in a corner and you're hitting them with mixes? Yeah, dude. What mix? Drive impact. Get off me. Get off me. Don't touch me.
It does make it quite a bit harder to play some real footsies, but at the same time, it just makes you think harder about the buttons you're gonna throw.
Yeah, people online, like newer players, like especially when I started, even I had Paul watch me do this, for example. I mean, he was like, I feel like it's like it can be abused by beginners, and it like cleans up like beginners too for the most part. Like they don't know what to do about it. Mm-hmm. The more I've played, the more like I kind of, and with the training mode too. I mean, they have a drive impact mode literally in the training mode. Practice your timing with countering it, and I really don't have a problem with it online anymore. Kind of just the people I run into online now that spam it, like I pretty much sweep.
Yes, sir.
They're using it, and when people start sweating online too, when they get nervous when you're beating them, then they'll start hammering the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, like when like you was watching me fight that Honda when I was just trying to mess around with Lily, and like I reacted to about 90% of the drive impacts he threw. Yeah. Like the only thing, it just takes a minute to get used to seeing it, especially some of the animations. Some of the animations look kind of funky, like they don't actually look like drive impacts. That might be a small issue.
I think that's a pretty big issue with some of the characters. One of the characters that I have a really hard time seeing their drive impact is Cammy, because she spins during.
Oh yeah.
So many of her. I can
never stop Cammy's. I never know this drive impact.
It's like, is she doing drive impact or spin knuckle? Like, I don't know.
And something I'll say about the drive impact practice, and it kind of carries over to all the like pre-built practices in the training mode. I wish you could choose what character was doing it. Like if you do the drive impact practice, it's always Ryu, who I feel like his drive impact is pretty obvious anyway.
You can.
And you can change it from Ryu.
You can change it from Ryu, but you would have to like set it
You can
yourself.
manually set it up, right?
Yeah.
I wish the setting let you pick what character was doing it.
That's a lot of the things where it's like it is a bit kind of whack that it's specifically Ryu because most people aren't really going to be playing Ryu. Unironically, Ryu's not a character I see a whole lot of. I see like maybe one or two a session. So like reacting to Ryu specifically, especially because people have probably been drilling the mess out of the demo. Like the two drive impacts most people should be familiar with are Ryu's and Luke's. And then I would say the 8 beta characters, so everybody else may be a little bit weird because like Shadow was saying about the drive impact of Cammy's. Cammy's actually kind of looks a little bit similar to her hooligan combination. Yeah. So it can kind of mix you up that way when you're ready to go for it and you just get hit for it. But I think one of the only gripes that I have about the drive gauge is that I kind of don't like that your EX moves, or I guess in this game the OD moves, are tied to the drive gauge too.
Yeah.
Because that means you get 100% immediate access to invul DPs.
Yeah.
So it's like low key you always have it. Like, I mean, that's just like one complaint that I think a lot of mid to lower players abuse a lot. So I'm having to constantly watch out for that.
As a Kin player, I think it's fantastic.
Shut up. I don't know if I really like this too much. I kind of don't like I know it's necessary, but I kind of don't like that drive impacts are basically special cancelable. Or are the special move after the cancel. Yeah. I kind of don't like that.
No, I'm not good enough to do that yet, but I get trashed by people.
It's a little swifty, I guess, but it's still counterable, I guess. So we can rock with it. I kind of wish there was more ways to dizzy an opponent other than like hitting them with drive rush or drive impact with no gauge.
You mean like like there was a second way to do it?
I feel like they wanted the conditions for stun to be like really, really specific. They did not want people getting stunned. Like, you know, in SF4, you get the right combo, people are stunned in like 2 combos. Like not even 2. Like some of them were stunning off 1 if you get the right one, right?
Yeah.
SF5, I think some of the characters could stun off of 2 combos or off of 2 setups. Right.
Yeah.
I think that was just something they really wanted to avoid.
And I don't know if Capcom is actually that smart, but they also may have done it like this to take away some of the advantages that some high-level players were using in Street Fighter V, where they would actually watch the stun gauge when they're doing like block strings, and when the stun gauge went up, they knew they could convert into a combo. And I didn't hear about that until I watched a few streams, and one of the players was talking about, they watch the stun gauge, that's why their hit confirms are so godlike. And I'm like, that's actually very interesting, and that takes a lot of practice.
I wonder, for some reason I doubt that. I doubt that would be the reason they did it. That's just like a benefit, you know?
Yeah, like I don't think Capcom is that thinking that ahead of the game for something like that, but it's possible. It's always possible. But yeah, I guess the draft system is pretty cool.
I feel like Burnout in general doesn't. This might be controversial, but I feel like it doesn't really do, unless you're stunning them, unless you have them against a wall. I feel like it doesn't really weaken you that much. I know you take chip damage, but
yeah. I think we're going to be finding setups
that take advantage of it.
That take big event, being +4 on like having 4, like everything you do be 4 more frames. Like I shouldn't say plus, but have like basically you add 4 to any block recovery.
Yeah.
Like that's huge. That's not any small thing, and there's gonna be some there's gonna be some setups.
I think it's hard to take advantage of at a lower level, like a little.
Oh yeah,
like
no
a
one's
lower
gonna
level
take
play
advantage
too.
of it at
Yeah.
lower level. Everyone's gonna be burning out, and
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, and freaking Master, everyone's burning out. So,
Yeah.
Bro, in Masters, they don't care. When I was
No,
watching
they just
Daigo
burn
play,
out.
Daigo don't give a fudge. That ninja will burn out swiftly, without delay. He doesn't
That's what
care.
I'm saying. I feel like there's not enough to like make you care. I mean, I know like maybe in the long run, once people have figured out, you know what to do, but
Yeah.
right now I feel like there's not enough to make people care about burning out. They just burn out and still come out on top.
I would agree.
I just think
Right now.
because we just don't know. Like, I definitely wouldn't want Capcom to come in and like. I mean, they're not gonna throw any patches in this early, but like, I definitely wouldn't want them to come in like do anything and like make any changes in a patch yet. Like, it's just way too early.
Like make burnout even worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm seeing stuff that JP can do where he just like, oh, you got hit, you burned out.
Yeah.
And so,
Blanca
like,
too.
oh, I didn't even know there was a blonde one, but I know there's a JP one. Like, JP he hits you and he got 2 bars, you burnt out. It don't matter how much meter you got.
Yeah, we got some lab monsters on the scene
And
doing
so
some crazy
then,
stuff.
like, and then that character being +4, or being 4 more frames plus on everything, bro. There's gonna be some monstrous stuff that come out on Burnout.
That's
You just
part,
gotta wait for it to happen.
low key. That might be part of the strat. Then, like, so a lot of people will go ahead and burn themselves out so they can keep the advantage and just stay on and try to stay on the offense, or just take control of the screen and start running away. I think that's actually part of their strategy. Just like you would rather you burn yourself out than your opponent burn you out, because then they're still way ahead and now you can't do anything. But if I do it in like a combo, it's fine, because now I can take initiative, maybe keep pressure, and make you do something ignorant, right? And it also kind of conditions people to get antsy. Like, a lot of times, if I burn myself out in a combo, and I have control of the corner, I'll just kind of sit there, wait for you to try to jump to take the corner, try to dash up throw, check the dash. Like, it makes some people really predictable. So it can be used as a mind game against you. I think, but like Shadow said, it's probably more of a unoptimized disadvantage. Because right now it does kind of feel like people just get away with it, but you just gotta figure out how to abuse it at the moment. So next up, let's talk about the characters. So, early thoughts. Who is the best character in the game?
Amy.
Damn.
I do get cleaned up by some things.
Fuck Cammy.
I don't know. I haven't.
I have Cammy.
I haven't played against enough characters. It's funny you say Cammy, but I'm gonna let it rock for a bit.
Obviously, early thoughts. This is early thoughts.
Zangief?
Totally.
Zangief? Yeah.
Zangreezy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Purely
Especially,
subjective.
dude, if I get up against a Zangief modern controls, it's over, bro.
Bruh, modern control Geef is freaking. That is a WTF moment, straight up.
Yep.
Why?
Dude has no business doing a 1-button SPD. Get out of here.
Nope. Wanna know why? Because this game is made for children.
Oh,
You've never played Street Fighter in your life, dude? Just go to modern controls, dog. It'll play the game for you.
That Digitate got the beanie on. Full count, bro.
It's so crazy that I hear this every time Street Fighter comes out, but it actually is at its most true right now, though.
This time.
Well, it actually is.
They literally.
I think they do it. I think they did it on purpose, but
No, it's 100%.
yeah.
Oh yeah, facts. Big facts.
That's what modern controls is there.
Big facts. This is testing the waters. Like they knew what they were doing with that ish. Like we gotta judge multiple characters like by classic version and modern version, and which version is better.
Yes. It took Capcom at least about 3 years on Street Fighter 5 to even get that game to somewhat decent. I say give them the same amount of time on Street Fighter 6.
Whoa,
They don't get there.
whoa.
They don't get
Street Fighter
there.
6 is great, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter 6 is good.
I fucking love this game.
I mean, I hate fighting some of these characters. Like, let's talk about some of the early thoughts on some of these characters and what they can do.
Manon. I
I do have
I
an
don't
issue with
like fighting
Manon.
Yeah.
I said from Jump Street, as soon as we saw Manon, I'm like, this character is going to be a menace.
Yeah.
Might be the most hated character in the game.
Yeah. I don't, because I was talking to Tank earlier while he was playing, and he didn't realize that the meta level doesn't go down in between rounds.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until she command grabbed me for half my health at the start of the round. Excuse me?
That was verbatim.
She said, it's round 3, it's level 5, I got command grab, why is 37% of my health gone?
Bruh, that was verbatim too. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I just heard, "Excuse me," and I heard him asking about it. And I was like, "Yo, yeah, that's a bit problematic." When I get command grabbed one time and I just lost a combo's worth of damage. By the way, not short range at all. That's a long range command grab.
That's what's even worse.
Yeah.
She
flies
freaking
across the
dashes
screen.
at you.
Yeah.
She has a jumping at you. She has a jumping overhead, which looks. I don't know how you're ever gonna see it. It's her leg flopping over her entire torso
Get that long
and
stick
bend it
leg.
over to hit you with an overhead, and it goes into a whole combo or not. She could freaking still grab you, and if she probably will have max grab stack. She'll take half your health and suplex your shit into the ether. So, Manon.
It also doesn't help that a lot of her target combos are basically Poison's EX whip move that draws you back in. Then you have to guess between
she
strike throw.
Yeah, she's a poke grappler, which is such a
With Cammy
brave.
Yeah.
It's such a brave take on
That's
it.
a very paradoxical character. Like it's literally your weakness is supposed to be the other half. Like, I should be able to poke at you, but you can just poke better than
sir.
I can.
I dare you to throw out a poke. I'll drive impact this shit out of you. Do it.
And that character has such long range, bro. The lows.
Hey, bro. She's only like 5'4".
Shut the major cap.
You can look at her right now. She's supposed to be like 5'4".
Bull
This
dookie.
bitch is 7'2".
Bull dookie.
She's supposed to be 5'4".
Bull dookie, dog. That is crazy. That's some Tekken stuff. You know, Marduk's supposed to be a daggum giant, and then
My bad.
shrinks.
She's 5'9". I lied. She's
Oh, make
5'9".
it
She ain't no goddamn 5'9". She's at least twice Tank's height.
Yeah, she seems like over 6 feet tall. This is a little woman.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Marissa is supposed to be 6'8".
Hey, let's talk about that bit
Manon
too.
in game is almost as tall as her, and she's literally a foot shorter.
Oh yeah, let's talk about her too. Marissa, bull-ish, bullpucky ass character.
Oh yeah.
I don't
My
understand.
problem with Marissa is that she literally plays the game in a way that is so counterintuitive to the way that I learn,
Facts.
or that I feel like you're supposed to learn this game. Like, I feel like I got a pretty good handle on the game, and then Marissa's like, "Oh, yeah, you saw me charge, you saw me doing this move. Yeah, well, it breaks your arm. You
Psych!
can't drive impact. You cannot drive impact. Like,
Right, drive impact. You just lost a smooth fourth of your health.
yep.
And then this character literally is just unga
And
boonging
don't she
across
got
the
a
screen.
command grab?
Sure does, and it does 1 billion damage.
Hey,
At
real
a
quick.
stance, yeah.
Real quick. Hey, Capcom. Chill the fuck out on command grabs with characters, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know how many
yeah.
freaking characters in this game got command grabs, bro. Freaking, you should give Ryu and Ken a command grab. Fuck it.
Bro,
Fuck it.
give Ken a command grab.
Shut
please,
up.
for the love of
Shut
God.
up.
Give
Shut
me-
up.
No,
Fuck it.
no.
Give me a command grab. If
No,
we
no,
gonna
no.
give, if
Nah,
we gonna
B.
freaking give Jamie a command grab, we gonna give freaking
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Big
whoa,
Swole
whoa,
bitch a
whoa,
command
whoa,
grab.
whoa, whoa,
We
whoa,
If we
good,
go-
bro.
whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa. First
No.
off, Jamie
Let's-
actually needs his.
Yeah, okay.
Marissa don't need
If
hers.
we gonna give him a command grab, if we gonna get who
Why?
else?
It's a mix dispenser.
Mar-
Jamie actually got mix.
He needs that mug, bruh. And it's locked behind drink levels.
Okay, Marissa's is locked behind a stance.
Uh-huh. A stance that parries everything but grabs and lows, I think. And does a lot of freaking damage. Jamie's only does a lot of damage if he's got drink level 4. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think
No.
which I'm moving to him. I'm gonna say Jamie trash, bro. Jamie trash.
Jamie?
Yeah, that dude
He
trash.
said, excuse
bro.
me?
I thought you liked Jamie.
I like Jamie. I'm gonna keep playing him, but he is very obviously
Trash.
worse than a lot of the cast. Like, there's a lot of basic stuff that he can't do consistently that everybody else can. Like,
Got you.
his anti-airs are really weird and don't work consistently enough to knock people out of the air.
Yeah.
So, like, people get away a lot with, like, jumping cross-ups over me, even when I go for, like, cross-cut DPs,
Yeah.
because mine doesn't actually reach high enough to consistently smack people. And I found that a lot of times that I end up getting punish countered more often than not because it's just not good enough, so I have to, like, hold the jump-ins all the time. Or try to air, which everybody in this game right now likes to play in the air, like the freaking Akuma and Bison. So yeah, you can tell. I think half these players I'm fighting against used to be Bison players. That's what the freaking problem is.
It's early days. Everybody's in the air, bro.
I just want Jamie to have a little bit more reward for getting a drink, or at least change it around to where he gets Bakai at like drink 1. Like,
Oh.
give him his anti-fireball tool a little earlier and make it a little bit faster so I can use it consistently. Cause like Chun-Li can freaking Hazanshu on reaction. I cannot. Speaking of Chun-Li, I've seen very few of that chick.
Who?
Yeah, I don't see many at all.
Got him.
Who you talking about?
Yeah.
The chick whose weight is a secret.
Huh?
Yeah. If you play her in versus mode where it shows the stats, her weight, it says secret with a heart. Why again?
I mean, it's just.
If you can do combos, you can play Chun-Li.
It's gonna take Chun-Li's just like one of the most difficult characters in the roster right now. So everyone should.
Oh, I've heard Chun-Li's pretty difficult. Yeah.
Bruh, I saw, who was it? Valmaster? I saw a thing of Valmaster. Valmaster was saucing. Like, straight destroying people with Chun-Li. And it was nasty. I was like, man. He almost made me want to play the character. But no.
But no,
But that character
I
is
literally
strong,
haven't seen that character. I have not seen it at all. So
Of course you know
like,
who.
even on the fucking like Street Fighter 6 like replays on YouTube, I literally have not seen that character.
You know who else you haven't seen? Sim.
Who?
I've
Dawson.
actually fought Dawson quite a bit.
I
Oh,
fought
so
him
I've
once.
never fought a Dawson. I've never fought a Dawson.
I
I've
fought
him in
him.
the arcade.
I fought him once. I fought a Diamond Dawson one time. that dude sucked butt and tried to just kept teleporting.
Yeah, that's what the Dawson that I played tried to do too, and I'm like, bro, that it ain't safe.
I wouldn't feel bad for Dawson players, but Street Fighter V at the end they were eating, bro.
Facts.
Bro, what? I really want to know what happened because Dawson was like considered to be one of the worst characters in SF5 for so long. Buffed. And then at the end of SF5, dude was just eating. Like, I'm just like, bro, what happened?
He got buffed out the wazoo,
He got consistently buffed.
They turned him into a rushdown character with zoning capabilities.
Hell no.
It's basically like the people are still doing it.
Drilling at people? Like,
huh?
Was he just drilling at people?
No.
Yeah.
The teleport mix was crazy.
And there were some players that was just drilling in folk.
Yeah, but like that wasn't like the main point. It was really it was really air yoga flame that really set him up because you could meaty with it and get damage.
And they added his second V skill.
That too, that made it a lot worse too. Like he just started going in on people. You can still do it in this game, but it's not as potent because of course drive impact kind of craps on him. Since he's so floaty, you go for a move and I drive impact you, you're dead.
I think it's also that you can what's it called? It's also that you can that things stay out longer. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, you can counter poke Dawson real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. Like,
yeah, the game
you just slightly space outside his stuff, which is like it's crazy to say the outspace of Dawson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he throws out, he whiffs a button like that thing is out there. You just tag him for it.
Oh yeah, you can hit. You can hit him. You can hit him. Definitely.
What about Lily or Lulu? Lily?
Lily? I
haven't seen one.
I think she's butt.
I literally have not played against the Lily. I have not seen one played. So I don't know.
I've seen some El Chocolate stuff. I fought a few, but her game plan is literally she is like the game is obviously based off strike throw, but she is literally either I'm gonna walk up to you, press stand light kick. My next move is either going to be crouch light punch or my command throw. That's pretty much everything she's got. Her win, huh?
I thought you fought a Guile.
Yeah,
yes.
Turtle.
I fought mini Guiles, yes. Well, I say mini. I haven't fought many Guiles. I fought a Guile many times.
The same Guile a lot.
Guile's annoying still.
Guile's gonna Guile.
Let me sum up the Guile matchup. Doesn't matter what character.
Sonic Boom.
Perfect.
Bruh.
Perfect. Summer. Perfect.
That is pretty much it. Broken? It's not that he's broken. It's just that nothing mechanic-wise in the game works against him. Like, you parry Sonic Boom, it doesn't matter. If you freaking perfect parry Sonic Boom, it doesn't matter. If you throw out a DI early as hell to try to counter him throwing a Sonic Boom, it doesn't matter. He recovers fast enough to DI you back. And then they gave him a lot of extra, well, not a lot, but quite a few extra tools that help him charge and do combos to you. So they made him low-key better, and then he has access to his V trigger in 5 and his V skill that he can walk behind, so he's still Guile as usual. He can play pure offense or defense at will. So he's just a very difficult character to fight because he can literally do whatever he wants. There's nothing he can't do.
I thought about trying him when I first started, but
strong ass character.
I don't want to do charge attacks.
I would definitely say he's in the upper echelon of the characters right now.
Although supposedly he's being played by the upper echelon of players.
They want to have fun.
You mean they want to play JP?
You want to have fun.
Nah, they want to play
JP's been kind of
GP.
annoying too. JP's projectiles are coming up.
That dude wins the award for most annoying character in the game right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. But
Full screen command, zoning command grab, zoning overhead, zoning
look at
low.
A zoner with a
and then you get in on him. EX parry,
Oh my god, EX
Counters.
parry,
everything.
throws and supers. Goodbye.
Hell, full screen. Yeah, chill out.
Like, come on, dog. And then he has a trap, full screen, just pierce.
And his critical lock full
There,
screen.
pierce. Yes, sir.
Yes, it teleports to you.
Yeah, that's.
And he has a teleport.
That's a teleport.
Easily most annoying character. Is he fightable? Yes. But it's like you're basically playing against Kenshi in Mortal Kombat 9. That's how good his zoning is.
If your name is Jamie, you have the shittiest time fighting JP.
Brother, it sucks. It's terrible.
I play DJ, so at least I have projectiles I can throw at him.
Oh yeah, speaking of young DJ, Mr. Go by 50 Bob.
Says he's that freaking that tier list that you said.
The Topanga tier list.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mago.
Half.
That character's good, fam.
I think. Don't get me wrong. I think he's good. S
No,
tier,
DJ's good. I've only heard DJ's good.
S tier, kill yourself.
That character's
I don't
really
know
strong,
about that.
man. That dude hurts. Dude's got all these goddamn fakes. This guy can bait DPs every which way. This character's annoying.
Yep.
Got 2 different ways to sweep you.
Impacted in his chest. Fucking sits there and looks-
Wins every fireball war. Fake fireballs. Fake Sobot so he can throw you. Like, one of the best drive rushes in the game, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's just fast. Speaking of Geef,
Yeah.
can we talk about the range? Dude could
But
inch
why
forward
does he
a
scoop
little
me
bit.
from half screen.
You talking about Zangief's?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's absurd.
That
It's
dude-
absurd.
It surprises me every
Yeah.
single time.
Round start, he can step forward just a little bit and he's in range. Just a little bit and he's in range to SPD you, which is actually insane. And it's a little weird that he has a EX Lariat. First time for that there.
Yeah.
They say they can give him a green hand.
Thank God. He doesn't need it now. He got Drive Rush.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, he freaking drive rush EX green hand. Like, what do you
Please
do?
nah. Blocks.
What do you do?
Blocks. Talk about that.
Drive rush EX green hand.
I'm over here throwing 2 projectiles. He's just running through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, I'm running out of like space here. My back's literally in the wall, so I can't. All right, let's try to jump out. No.
That's
Today. Fuck him. I still hate Manon more, but fuck that.
Oh yeah. You gotta love to hate them characters. But he's Geef as usual, to be honest. It's still
Is he always like that?
yeah, pretty
The
much.
grab
Well-
range is kind of excessive, but he's always been.
He's never
Well,
had
I-
that type of range, but
When I play classic Geef, or when someone's playing classic controls Geef, it's not that bad. But modern controls is absurd how easily they can do his stuff.
yeah, like classic controls Geef, like you won't tell the difference between like a classic controls and a modern controls Geef at a high level. Like somebody as good as like say Snake Eyes or Itazan will still whiff punish you with SPD. Like they are playing on modern controls, but they'll be on classic. But these are dedicated like Geef one tricks. Yeah. Like they've been playing the character for years. They're used to doing this. But modern controls allows like noobs to do the same stuff. Which it's
You can EX it.
you can
It's
EX.
not okay. I'm in training mode right now. It's not okay. I'm hitting one button. It's not okay. It's the whole thing that Geef, like, hey, like, Geef has really strong grabs, but you need to actually be able to input the shit to make it work. Well, not anymore, Sasuke. You can just freaking hit a button and hoo. You can jump in the air and do it. F it. Who cares? You can go any direction with it and do different types of grabs. What other grab you want? You can do freaking up light punch. Do another grab. Eee.
Speaking of grabs, let's talk about that boy E-Handa.
Haven't seen too many.
I've
I've
seen
seen a few, and they spam the headbutt. That's their whole thing.
Yeah, that.
That's his whole thing.
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
That's what he does. He headbutts and he butt slams.
Yeah, it's really on you to be the superior player, which I don't really like that because it means you straight up have to be better than them. Like you can't be equal, you have to be better because you have to like exercise perfect parrying to actually get a punish for the headbutt, which I've seen a lot of high level players do. So it's just like you have to do that. There are certain situations that I'm still working on personally where you can actually knock him out of the headbutt mid-flight, but it's very risky. So I'm trying to work on the timing for that to see if I can do that because I think that would be easier. If you have a DP type move, you could also hit him on reaction, but you have to really train yourself to do that pretty hard.
Yeah.
I do think he's a bit cooler. Like, messing around in his trials, like, he's actually a bit cooler than he used to be. I kind of like his EX hand combos where he can, like, bounce you into the ground and go for, like, what is it, the sumo rush, the sumo dash, whatever it's called. I think that's cool. Or he can launch you and do some stuff. And he still has Kara Command Throw, which I think is pretty cool.
All in all, he's E-Honda.
Uh-huh. And in the same breath, we got Blanca's BA.
I have not fought many Blancas though.
I
I haven't fought a Blanca, but I assume it is, from what I heard, Turtle going against Blanca.
Bro.
He's still the same character that made me drop SF4.
Yesterday,
I fought Blanca once.
I think it was yesterday.
I don't think I fought any online. I fought him in arcade.
I fought him one time earlier today, and it was after I heard rumors about the Blanca ball being safe. And as I fought him, I tried to punish the ball, as a player should do. Drive impact, parry it, you know. Dude, throw a damn projectile at it or something. No, he landed back, so he beat me and I left.
Bro, all day the other day, I was like, I hate it. I couldn't punish him for anything. I was like, let me lab this character. Again, the same thing with Honda. You can hit him out of Blanca Ball if you time it right. If you don't time it right, say what?
The way he can jump past you.
That's tricky. He's had that for a while. That's tricky. You have to be really paying attention. You have frame advantage. He's not like plus or anything.
Okay.
So if you're paying attention, you can smack him. But like it's another one of those things where you have to be on your P's and Q's, paying attention, parrying the Blanca Ball or knocking him out of it as possible. So he's scrubby, but he's manageable to some degree. Who else have we on? There are two more characters I think we haven't hit. 3. Actually 4. So let's talk about the beta character. Not the beta, the demo characters. Luke and Ryu. We can hit them both.
Shout out.
Sandblast! 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 Sandblast!
I
Go
may
ahead and end it.
That's all I know about Luke.
I may have been capping just a little bit about Luke being trash. Because when I did my placements with that character, as opposed to when I was playing with Jamie, it just felt easier.
It's night and day. He's supposed to be the tutorial character.
Like
This is how you learn the game.
it was so much easier. Like I was smacking people up. Like actually, like I fought some Plat 5 dude that was playing DJ. I destroyed him. I was like, good grief, it's this easy? Like, what's going on, dog?
I mean, if you're going from Jenny, it's night and day.
Dude, Sandblast is good, bro.
How many
Sandblast
characters
is so
have
good.
his like auto combo?
Who? Luke's?
Luke has an auto. You know, Luke
He has
has
multiple,
like,
yeah.
Is it light? Yeah. How many characters have combos like that?
There's a few. About half the cast.
There's a lot of
DJ
target
has
combos.
two.
Okay. I was gonna say because Jury does not have that.
A good half the cast has target combos like that, but not necessarily as good as Luke's. I think Luke has some of the best target combos in the game.
Yeah, he can go into special move, right?
Mm-hmm. Change from
Oh, yeah.
5,
Yeah.
which made him a little better.
DJ can't do that.
Yeah, that makes his better than Cammy's.
Yeah, and freaking who else? That's another character.
Not Cammy's. Cammy has good target.
Ryu is still Mr. Basic. Does a lot of damage, but I think he's kind of meh.
I've talked a lot of trash on Ryu and Ken being just stale versions of the cooler Satsui no Hado user Akuma, but hey, they had a nice little glow up Street Fighter 6, especially Ken.
Ryu's okay. Ken's annoying as hell. He can burn.
I don't see the
Oh,
problem.
he is
Kick him out the
burning.
game.
He is burning.
Shut the.
Kick him out the game.
Yeah, bro. He's
I'm
gonna
so
kick
sick of
somebody
it.
out.
Dude
Yeah,
got a
I
raged,
don't like fighting Ken. Yeah.
raged, engaged. Freaking the kicks aren't that bad. I gotta get better at reacting to them, but he does so
Kinda.
much damage, man.
Kind of had a panic attack when he ran through my projectiles.
Oh yeah.
He has so much damage, dog. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Good combo.
Shut up.
You know, comments, yeah.
Next we have the two. I think these are the last ones. The two
Kimberly?
fastest characters in the game, Kimberly and Cammy.
I don't have much to say on Kimberly. I
Haven't-
haven't fought too many Kimberlys.
I haven't fought Kimberly at all.
I fought her a
I
bunch
did-
of
I
times.
fight some online.
Yeah.
In the beta, everyone was talking about online that she was busted in the beta, but I read that she was nerfed. I don't know if that's true,
Probably.
but she's not. I've not had a problem with her in this game.
I believe it, but I also think a lot of it has to do with it was even earlier than before, and Kimberly is a really, really, really strong mix-up character.
Yeah.
So knowing how to deal with all of her options in a beta is dang near impossible. Like she's got like at least 4 or 5 moves that involve switching sides, just getting in front of your face to grab you,
Yeah.
or jumping over you, air throws, and all these crazy setups that she could do. And if you figure those out before anybody learns how to defend against them, then it's just like, well, she's gonna run you over, right? But now that everybody has a chance to like lab and get their defenses up, I think she's a lot less threatening. And I don't think her footsies are all that great, personally.
I don't think so either.
I think her walk speed is really good to give her decent footsies, but her buttons themselves aren't actually that good, I don't think, personally.
I think the higher level people are going to find a lot of success with her, but if you're not at the higher level and sticking with her, folk aren't going to gravitate towards her. She's not going to do well.
Yeah. Cammy, on the other hand,
Fuck Cammy.
Cammy couldn't
she's
do that.
stupid strong in 5. She's stupid strong here. It's not a surprise.
You know what's so crazy about that?
what?
People are saying that Cammy is trash.
Cap.
I don't know why people think that.
Cap.
Yeah.
People are saying she's trash.
I think
but
they
she has
can't
no
play
mix.
her.
It
I think
does
they
no
can't
damage.
play her.
It don't
So-
matter.
It's not.
I'll just call it trash.
Bro, you can mash buttons with her and still get a good
Yeah.
solid.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. Like it's just crazy. I don't agree at all, because whenever I picked up Cammy, I was like, I was pressing mad buttons and feeling mad successful.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just doing like Cam thing. They're like, I think Turtle was like, yeah, you're using cannon spike wrong. I don't give a fuck. I'm still cannon spiking at people.
Yeah, but he didn't care. He
I'm
just
still
did
getting.
stuff.
I can still do what I want. I'm over here throwing hooligan combo like it's freaking confetti.
Yeah, I there's no way that character's weak, dog. No way. She still has the same
Yeah,
great
that's
move
crazy.
speed.
That's fucking crazy.
Her buttons are still really good. Crouch hard punch is better than it was in freaking 5. She has that one poke. I think it's just stand hard kick that's really good. Great anti-airs. You cannot get away from her. She can play fucking Smash with that stupid ace fast fall, side switch,
heavy kick,
EX hooligan, command grab leads to a combo. What the bro?
Her standing heavy kick is so good. He goes forward to hit you and goes backwards when it's over.
Man, you know who they took that away from?
DiCaprio.
Chun-Li.
Oh.
No, because you know that's what Chun-Li crouching hard punch used to do.
Oh yes, sir.
All the way out there, come all the way back, and they were like, "Nah, bro, Chun-Li got to move forward." But then they said, "No, Cammy."
Yeah, nah.
Cammy can go back.
Cammy's good. Cammy's very good. Oh, I forgot one more character. That girl, the other girl that I see a lot. The Foot Queen, Jordy.
Solid character.
F that character.
I know. I think people just need to relax. Bro.
Nah.
Pick another place to be horny.
Needs more feet.
No.
Yeah, I don't like all the. Can't say I like all the foot shit.
Needs more feet.
They catered a little too much to the.
Yeah.
They went ham.
I've seen her. I haven't played the other ones. I played Street Fighter 4 a bit, but not to the point that I was like.
No,
I knew what I was overdoing.
It's just this game.
Yeah. I mean, I knew who she was, and I knew this game that completely turned it up.
She's cool. At least gameplay wise, she's cool.
Oh yeah.
She's just annoying. She has she's kind of like Cammy in that she has really good buttons and can pretty much just
really
get in
good.
whenever you want.
She's literally the only character I play, but now that I know how to play her, like.
She can get in whenever she wants, to be honest. There's a handful of characters she can't, just do that for, but her buttons are really good. And she does a lot of damage, so I don't think it matters all that much.
Hey, medium kick is a pretty good button.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Where is Eddie?
Freaking.
You can design a whole game plan around that one button.
She has a long drive rush, bro.
Oh yeah, she zooms.
That mug is far, and her dashes are freaking far.
Yeah, I love her dash throw.
Dash is quick as hell. And
That
Bars.
dash ain't that the same dash from 5?
No,
I remember her dashing that same way in 5.
no, that's
It wasn't
far.
Fast, but
That's far.
I don't know if it was as far, but it was definitely as fast.
It's fast,
But
that
I used to dash the
speed.
exact same way in this game that I did in 5.
The speed and range,
That holds a
however.
freaking jump scare.
Like the first time I fought her, somebody that actually bothered to regular dash at me in the release game, I was like, what the? How'd she get here? You were all the way over there. Like, you're breaking the laws of physics. She's over here cheating, bruh. But yeah, I think that's all the characters. Let's talk about a battle hub. What do you think about battle hub?
I think it's great.
The way the lobby works, yeah, I like it.
Fantastic. Honestly,
I'll never play World Tour. I mean, I will, but I haven't played World Tour in the first week, so I'm still wearing the scrub default orange pants and white tank top, but most people are, so.
I don't have solid.
They got literally everything. Some stuff I would even say is probably unnecessary, like the avatar battle.
Bro,
I think Avatar Battle is cool. I just
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
think that's just gonna be hype as hell.
I think it's unnecessary, but I mean, they've thought of literally everything you could possibly have in the battle hub.
So how can we push this?
Old Street Fighters.
Yeah, bro, that's super lit.
Cool.
They really showed out with Battle Hub, I think.
Which games are in battle hub?
I think it rotates.
Fighter.
Oh.
I think there's Fatal Fury in there.
Whoa.
Street Fighter
Right now
2.
it's Street Fighter.
What should I put Street Fighter 5 in?
Ha! Disrespectful.
Push Street Fighter.
Disrespectful.
They got Final Fight.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I said Fatal Fury. I meant Final Fight
You got
Hey, shut up with Battle Hub.
Legendary Wings.
What the hell is that?
idea. I'm looking at it, bro.
Has anybody besides me played World Tour?
Yeah,
I started it. I did like the intro mission, but
I got to Chun-Li and quit. I found a superhero on top of the building at the time.
I found that dude too. That dude.
I want to play it, but it's one of those things where I try to play like an hour to an hour and a half in this game a day, so I can finish other. It came out at a super busy time, as far as games go. Like Zelda's out. I'm still trying to finish Zelda. Final Fantasy is about to come out. Yeah.
And Diablo, Final Fantasy comes out.
Yeah,
what,
Diablo.
Yeah, I'm actually grinding on the World Tour. I just got who's fighting style? I got Lily's fighting style. I'm on chapter like 4. It's an okay story. It's very interesting.
It's cool for a Street Fighter.
I don't
a fighting game single player.
I don't like that I can't use any of the drive mechanics in the freaking actual encounters. I don't know if that's gonna get unlocked later, but you know, whatever. It's really creative. I think this was a really good way to try to like make up for the huge blunder that Street Fighter V was on release. By comparison, it is such an upgrade.
Yeah. I was gonna buy Street Fighter V when it came out, but
You didn't
Saved your money.
them reviews, yeah.
I got Street Fighter 5 for $5.
Yeah,
I
wish.
I have it now. I got it for super cheap, but
I bought that hell on release. I think
oh,
that
shit.
is the second game that I regret buying on.
Got him.
We all know what the first one is. Well, Tanner might.
Cyberpunk.
Huh?
I said Cyberpunk.
Nick All Stars.
Still the only game to this day.
Why
on
did you
Steam
buy
I
that shit
fucking-
on release?
I thought it was gonna be
He
decent,
wanted to play Korra, and Korra sucked.
and I wanted to play Korra. It's really it.
I tried to play Toph for so long. I tried to stick it out, and it was too late to refund that mug. Okay. 2 more things. Actually, we'll do 3 more things. So, Fighting Grounds, which is the versus in the online, specifically go straight to online and whatnot. What do we think of that? Like, what do we? Does anybody try the extreme battles?
No, but I'm glad it's
I
there.
haven't yet.
Everything
Well,
else
It's
is
cool
free.
that it's there though.
Yeah.
I
Supposedly
figured that's
that
more
extreme-
when everyone's hanging out, like you kind of party together, like chilling.
Supposedly, Extreme Battle, like the different game modes, supposedly do a really good job at teaching you certain aspects of the game. Like each game behind Extreme Battle has like, it basically gamifies like a mechanic of the game, and so, I don't know. Supposedly, I don't know. That's what I've heard from people who've been breaking down the single player content. And so that's kind of cool. One of the things that I feel that Capcom did a really good job of in this game is like teaching you the game while not forcing tutorials down your throat.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, yeah, but they don't force them, but the tutorials that are in the game are like crazy thorough. If you can get the game to teach you anything.
Yeah, I would actually say the character guides in this are way better than they were in 5. I think the character guides in 5 were pretty crap. But, like, the ones that are here, the trial combos are a lot better, I think. I like how it showed off its characters. I think that's pretty cool. Let's talk about the versus mode. Oh my god, if you haven't played offline versus yet,
I haven't yet.
smacking that rematch button, it's so fast.
Really?
It is instantaneous.
Oh, I played versus a lot in the demo.
If
In the
you
beta.
like, I was playing offline with the homies, like with the whole squad, with that squad.
Yeah.
You hit rematch, popped up immediately. There was no
Hey,
wait
crazy.
time.
Not even just versus, bro. Online, playing
I was
with your
gonna say,
friends.
I don't feel like
Yeah,
online's
online
any
is super fast
slower.
too. No,
Are you right?
The game is fast in general. Like me and Kyle put like 40 matches the other day without even like just flying by.
It's one of those games where me and Shad talk about. You can hit rematch so quick on this game and just go. You can, it's like you're at the windscreen, rematch, round 1. Fight,
bro,
literally that fast.
Who was there when like me and Zach were playing and he was like, all right, bro, this is gonna be my last one.
Me?
And then we just mashing rematch, and you just get into the
Boing,
game
boing,
so
down
fast.
one.
Yeah. The other day, Kyle was like, I can only play like 1 round and then I gotta go to bed. And then we ended up playing like 20.
Yeah, bro.
It's so fast to load in, yeah.
Bro.
It's like, thank God, it only took us until 2023 with freaking Street Fighter. But it's like, you can finally just hit rematch and you're instantly back in the game. Like, there's no buffer between, like, game, like, ending a game and starting a game. It's just immediately back in. Like, which we've had infighting games since, I don't know, like, freaking, the one that I remember the most is Marvel 3. You know how many Marvel 3 games you can get in a freaking hour?
Yeah.
But,
Right. Immediately, this time to fight. Let's go. And that, whatever.
Alright, well. And for some reason, it's now taking us until 2023 to get it in Street Fighter, but I'm glad it's here.
Facts.
I can. There is no downtime if you don't want there. You just go.
It's wild. It's 5. You had to set it to even the rematch and keep going. You had to set it to like a high match count, and then
Just to get the games done.
Yeah, and then when you're done, it'll take you all the way back out to the lobby where you invited them, and then you gotta go through the character select again. Then you gotta wait, and then you gotta sit there and you fight, and then it goes to the end screen, and then you gotta select.
You jump about 5.
Yep.
And the ads.
And then
The ads.
Wasn't that like the whole thing with all the ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could choose to turn them on and off.
But you would still have to sit there and wait, regardless.
Yeah. It was like, hey, support breast cancer awareness month. Capcom. Street Fighter.
Yeah. Whatever costumes are coming out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second to last thing. Starting with Tank. Give your let's hear an overall rating out of 10.
As a
as a whole.
Game, as a video game, or as are we comparing this to all the other Street Fighters?
As a whole, just on its own.
As a video game, it's a 5.
Out
As a
of 10?
video game, out of 10. I mean, the thing is, though, like Street Fighter, it's a fighting game. It's one of the fighting games where if you're trying to get your bang for your buck, this isn't one of the games. It's like, oh, yeah, this is worth the full $60 price tag. Yeah, nah, it's
You don't
we
think
are
so?
we already know which fighting game is actually gives
Which one?
that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm kind of done with that game after the story.
It's really
Mortal
kind of
Kombat
wacky.
with all the test your whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they have so many mini games in the tournament.
Oh,
and, like,
now,
power,
I'll give you Mortal Kombat's 9 and 10.
Yeah.
11 too.
Nah,
Played the hell out of it.
I had to buy the rest of the story. F that.
That is true. They did do that.
It still was a decent story even without that DLC. Better than Street Fighter's non-existent ass.
Oh,
I don't know.
this Street Fighter.
This game has a ton of stuff. I mean, I would still like some kind of tower mode like Mortal Kombat has. Like,
Yeah,
just something you
man.
can climb. Some kind of single person you can actually climb. I would like that.
Get
I know they have World Tour, but I want to be able to play like my character. I don't want to play my avatar and take on,
I mean, this is a cool inquiry to it. I think this is one of the better Street Fighter games that we've gotten. I agreed on that. But as a video game, I give it a 5, maybe a 6. Decent.
Okay, what about as a fighting game?
As a fighting game, I'd probably give
Give it
this
a
like
4.
a good 8.
Oh, I thought you were about to give that bitch a 4.
No. As a fighting game, I determine it on how much it pisses me off, but I still come back and play it. It keeps me attached enough to where I continue to want to play it and learn, which is really good for me in a fighting game. Because if I get mad at a fighting game and just turn it off and never come back, it's failed for me. I don't care. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. I want to punch everything around me, but it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Shadow? As a video game and then as a fighting game, I suppose?
As a product, I'd say a 7. If we look at the single player content, it's actually, they actually have a decent amount of single player content. So we got World Tour, we got the extreme battles. There's plenty of stuff to do outside of the game besides just go online, which has been a real problem for fighting games. And so I think as a product, we're sitting at about a 7. And then as a fighting game, I'm trying not to be too biased here, so I'm gonna say a 9, even though I kind of want to say a 10, but it's not a perfect. But
Still too early to tell.
yeah, and it is, right? But I really enjoy the game, and like as someone who like enjoys playing Street Fighter, has enjoyed playing Street Fighter, like I finally have a Street Fighter to play. It's no secret here that I hated 5.
His characters were arguably better in that game.
Yeah, I mean eventually. Well, like in Jury's case, Jury came out was shit tier for a long time.
Did DLC in 5?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, she was DLC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Ken was like season 1 was like one of the best characters, and then got nerfed into oblivion, but then buffed again. But so I'm not gonna give it a 10, but I will give it a 9. I do really enjoy what I've played of this game. Love the drive system, and I like the way my characters interact with it. So.
10 man.
I'm not gonna rank it as a fighting game because I don't.
Fair.
I've always wanted to get into a fighting game kind of on the ground floor, and my experience with fighting games is that Turtle will show me like, or I'll watch him at his house play it or something. I'm like, damn, this game's cool. But by the time I buy it and try to play it myself, it's been out for like 3 years. Everyone online that's still playing the game is like a sweat. It'll clean me up. My friends are always better than me because they've been playing it for years, so I kind of get my ass kicked. Really, the way I've thought about it, especially with Street Fighter, I always for some reason thought Street Fighter was like the most approachable one before playing it. Because I used to play 4 as a kid, and I would just kind of binge arcade mode on 4. On 360. But I never, for some reason, because it was the most popular, I guess, I thought it was the most like easy for people to pick up. And it took me until like 5 when I think I played at Turtle's house once, and I was playing every character, and I was like, dude, I don't know what the hell to do with them, dude. Every button is assigned to one movement. I can't string like Tekken-like combos together. Like I don't know. But when 6 came out, and I was watching all the kind of pre-coverage for 6, Capcom went hard on the like promo stuff for the last couple years. I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to get into a fighting game and kind of develop that skill set from the beginning. I'm ass at fighting games, but I want to learn one. I want to have fun on one and learn it and get good at it. And 6 is just the one I knew I was going to for Tekken 8, like, and I still plan on getting Tekken 8 from the beginning and getting there on the ground floor because I like Tekken. But I was like, you know what? Tekken's gonna be a while, so I'll try Street Fighter. Even though Street Fighter hasn't been my thing since SF4, I'll try this one. And when I started playing the first day, I mean, yeah, I was in a VC with y'all, and y'all heard me bitching about it. Like, I was like, man, Drive Impact sucks. Man, this character sucks. Man, the controls suck. Like, you know, I kind of changed my mindset over that first day, and it's only been a week, but I kind of changed my mindset slowly, and watching videos of how to get into fighting games, and people talking about Street Fighter 6 for new players and stuff like that. and I kind of have slowly changed my mindset from. I'm kind of rambling, but I'll get to the point. From it's not about winning or losing, kind of. It's about just getting better. Like I'll play this person online and they might kick my ass, but I did this some combo I've been practicing, right? I pulled this off for the first time with someone online. So I'm kind of approaching it like just a process, like you would a skill, like working out or something like that. I don't know. And I'm doing that, and the reason I'm kind of talking about this is I'm doing that because the game is so fun. I mean, I love playing I only started playing Jury from the beginning because Kyle said she was easy to learn, quote unquote.
Cap.
Which is bullshit, but I've struggled, I struggled through it, and I like playing as her a lot. So I'm also realizing because I was such a fighting game casual in the past, like I would like play everybody and kind of just button spam and get some hits out, And I'm realizing what really goes into it. You gotta pick a character. You gotta only play that character for the most part until you like master that. If you want to actually get good, you need to figure out that character, right? You need to figure out a character, figure out the mechanics of the game itself, like Turtle's talking about Drive Impact. I don't know, and I think this game has a lot of, if you do, as much as I don't like fighting people who use modern controls, 'cause I think it's like an easy way out, and I've never, even though I'm kind of a casual, I've never used them. I've always done classic. I think that they've taken huge strides, and because five, like the way 5 was released, and I didn't play it at release, but I know it was like multiplayer only for the most part, right?
Yeah.
It was like clearly targeted towards like the hardcore, like people that like with Street Fighter. Like that. It was not trying to get new players. It felt like that's kind of why I didn't fuck with them back then either. But 4 had kind of a robust story mode, had these arcade modes and stuff like that. Like I remember 4 being way more of a big deal when it came out, and then 5 just kind of releasing into no fanfare at all. And I think to because 5 was a disappointing release, even though it became good later, allegedly, I don't know how to play it. They've put so much in 6. I mean, the story mode. I see people that just get on story. They're just playing this game for the story mode. Like they bought the game for the story mode. They love World Tour. Like they don't care about competing or anything like that. But I don't know. It's like Tank brought up Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's still kind of the top of like shoving stuff into the package, Yeah. But I think like for the content, for how fun the game is, for the variety and character, as a game, I'd give it like a solid 9. I think like a 9.
Hey yo. Big ups to Street Fighter 6.
Big ups to Street Fighter 5 being such a shitter. So
if it wasn't,
facts.
Yeah. If it hadn't been, we wouldn't have this.
Big facts. I'm going to say, as a video game, I would give Street Fighter 6 and 8. Just because, no, you know what? I'll give it a 7. Because I do like World Tour. I think World Tour is very good, very fun. It's very unique take on what you can do in the game. Like it's pretty funny, yucking it up with master actions, just going across somewhere and just doing a spinning bird kick into people and smacking people in the face.
Yeah.
I like the extra modes, like extreme mode. It does kind of suck that there's no I don't think there's a survival. I haven't checked, or there's no time attack specifically. So there are a few modes left out. No, I'll take it back. I'll bring it back up to an 8. I think it's a solid 8 in terms of the video game. Mortal Kombat is still the casual king. Like there's endless amount of stuff you can do with Mortal Kombat without ever having to touch like online or fight real people.
But as a fighting
game, I think I'm going to also give it an 8. I think I'm going to give it an 8 in both categories. I think the game is interestingly designed. I think it's good. It is fun. I love my character. I like the design of all the characters.
Yeah, the designs are cool.
It's every character, at least right now in the base roster, feels different enough to where you can't go, this character's a better this character. Right? There's specific reason to play each and every individual character. So it's there's no overlay. Like if I were to go and talk about like Tekken, right? I could say like Heihachi's a better Devil Jin / Kazuya or whatever, because they play pretty much the same, right, at their core. Or I could say like Negan's a better Miguel, and like Street Fighter V, I could say Ken's a better Ryu / Akuma, right? I could say like in BB Tag, you could say what's his name? Carmine is a better Azrael because he does the same thing with more damage, higher health, and a bunch of other stuff. But in this game, that doesn't really exist, right? Even with Ryu and Ken, they're so different.
So different.
Right. You play them for different reasons. You could kind of argue that Ken is a better Ryu, but in a lot of situations where you're playing them the same, you would get more reward by just being Ryu. So it's there. I like the differentiation. It really shows the diversity, and we'll see if they're able to keep it up with the upcoming DLC, and see if that still holds true. One more thing I have to add. I didn't hit this earlier. It was brought up again too. Modern controls. What do we think about modern controls overall?
I can see why they were put in the game.
Yeah, I understand why they're in the game.
They should not be used. They should not be available online.
Yeah, I don't think they should competitively be available. I think like World Tour, or if you want to go fuck around with them on training mode, you know, or
Isn't it like Tekken, right? Like Tekken 7 had like that easier mode where you could just hit a button and
like an autoplay. Yeah.
But you couldn't do that online, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit disingenuous to be able to use modern controls with a command grab character when your command grab is a 360.
Yeah.
Because for those characters specifically, it feels like all of the skill has been taken out of playing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you get a large reduced damage and stuff like that, so it is noticeable. But certain characters, like, I know a lot of people are saying Geef is really good on modern controls. Lily's really good on modern controls. Manon's pretty good on modern controls because she can, again, one button command grab. Really easy to, like, whiff punish with it. There's one or two more characters, I think, but that's basically it. So it's not super overbearing, but in some cases I think I never think it's a good idea to have command grabs do a lot of damage and be able to be relegated to a single button press. I do think that's counterintuitive personally.
I think if you're gonna have people online where the playing field should be just up to skill level. I mean, offline versus do whatever. I mean, you set handicaps on offline versus already, you know, it doesn't really matter. But if you're going online and everyone needs to be equal, I don't know why you would have the easy mode controls like as an option for people and have them in. Maybe you could have modern like its own mode, you know, like if you want to play modern mode or modern controls, you can do this online matchmaking.
You can do it with your little meat character.
Yeah.
But I don't think like you should be able to go into ranked, because how it is right now, two people of equal like. You could be technically better at the game on classic controls and still get swept by somebody in modern controls who's playing like Zangief and has pressed one button to chain grab you. You know, take a third of your health.
It's not even something that they have difficulty even reading. Like they could just see you in the air, jump up in the air.
Face roll. You could like face roll the controller in modern controls for the most part and win. You know. And because you can be competitive with the easy mode controls, people it disencourages. Is that even a word? Disencourages people to play the game. Or to like learn the game, right? They don't have to learn the classic controls because they can hold their own with modern. You know, like we know someone that plays modern controls, and Kyle has told him like, you should really learn classic. You should learn classic. That's what everybody's gonna use. And he's like, why? I'm doing fine with modern. I'm doing fine with modern.
At least just take her out ranked.
Yeah, even that. Like I play ranked and I get up against like a modern Marissa. Like,
Yeah. I don't personally think modern controls is just immediate, like the scrub way out.
No.
But it's just,
you still have to know like how to use driving back. But
higher level players can actually really use modern controls for that exact reason, because they want to make it, I guess, be more precise with their punishes and stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, you should want to play classic controls, because there's so much you don't learn or understand if you don't use classic controls. Like, it's significantly harder for you to play neutral, like base neutral, like your buttons and stuff like that, I think, if you're using modern controls, unless you're using a character whose neutral is already not that good, right? Like Geef's neutral is not that good, Lily's neutral is not that good, so it low-key doesn't matter, but it would still help you overall in every other instance to be learning to play classic controls anyway. Because if you're just using modern controls because they're easy, like, it's fine, it's cool for you as a casual player, but you'll find that you'll see much more reward for using classic controls. So,
yeah.
Alright. Down to our final task for this podcast. I believe I already told Tank what we're doing here.
You don't want DLC characters?
No. We're going to make a tier list.
How are we ranking them?
How we're ranking them?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like how like easiest, strongest, what's the more?
Alright. So, what we're gonna do, I got a tier, I'm on the tier list website, and we're gonna just put them in line. So, where's Shadow? Where you at?
Muted.
He's muted.
I'm here, but I really need to go. It is too late for me.
Alright, brother.
So, great talking about Street Fighter 6 with y'all. We'll be watching to see what the tier list comes out to be. But yeah, I really gotta go.
Alright, brother.
Catch y'all later.
Yeah, bro.
Adios. Bye. And then there were 3.
Are you gonna stream like the tier list or link it?
I'm using it. It's gonna be in this video,
okay,
this class,
okay.
so you'll be able to see it. So, I'm gonna try. This is completely subjective. This is completely a combination of subjectivity and anecdotal, which means we are by definition technically scrubs. So take this with a 100% grain of salt, bias and all that. So let's get perfectly started. So we got S, A, B, C, and D. The first question is, do we think the characters are that far apart from each other?
No.
In my experience, no. Yeah.
How low do we think the bar actually goes?
I think the lowest. Well, again, where is this?
Well, I'm making this one.
Yeah.
Like,
so are we gonna do talking about like S through like F?
Well, the default that it has set is S through D.
Oh, okay.
I think the lowest we go is about a
You think
Yeah.
just C?
I think everyone's pretty good. I mean, I think everyone is use. I don't think anyone is
I will delete the D.
terrible character that no one is gonna play.
All right.
But the roster's also kind of small right now. So.
That's crazy. The crazy part is I think this roster is actually like perfect to keep the diversity strong.
Yeah, I don't think it's too small. I just think it's
Smaller than what we're used to.
it's not to the size of like how Tekkit is like right now with all the Tekken 7 with like the full DLC. Like there's characters that nobody plays.
They can shave a good 30 of them ninjas off too. So, who do we think is the best character in the Cammy? Cammy's real strong.
Yeah, Cammy.
Cammy is super good. I picked Cammy S tier, bro.
Like 3 Manons.
I don't actually know how good I think Manon. I think Manon is not as good against better players because their neutral is better. I'd put her in A for being a solid scrub killer.
Hey,
Huh?
what you trying to say?
I'm saying we're trash. I'm gonna put her in A. I don't care what anybody says. I'm putting JP in S. That character is busted.
Yeah, when the game first came out, I didn't think anything of JP, but I fought some a few times now.
There might be some stuff later, but right now I think I think he is so carrying so many people.
Yeah.
The way I see so many JPs at my rank play, I'm just like, you got up here by doing all of 2 moves, get out, and jumping around over and over again. It's ridiculous. Let's see. I'm gonna put Lily in C.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think the character's that good.
I don't think so either.
Because her whole gimmick is like, she gets wind stocks, and she uses the little dash move that leaves her plus when she has wind stocks, or if it's spaced correctly, and then she puts you in a strike throw. Like either she does hit combo or hit command grab. That's really it. That's all she's got.
Yeah.
She has no. She's not really gonna do anything to you. She's trying to catch you off guard most of the time. Now she can poke at you a lot, but she relies a lot more on her drive gauge, I think, than anybody else does to get her damage or anything going, which can be a detriment. And her walk speed's pretty bad. And her anti-air is awkward, but she does have a DP. Let's see. I'm gonna put, let's say, Guile S tier.
Guile?
Yeah, Guile S tier, I think.
I haven't fought enough of him, but I've heard that he's super easy to pick up and like he's super strong and can cover, so.
Yeah,
I would at least put him probably A tier. I haven't been scrubbed up by Guile yet.
I think he's super. He's still he's Guile as usual.
Guile.
So,
I picked
Guile's game plan is to turtle, sit there, fireball you to death, and then if you jump at him, somersault.
yeah,
I might put Ken S tier.
Now he just has a parry.
I might put Ken S tier too. I'm gonna put Luke
I
and
think
Ken
that one
S
high
tier
key,
to be
but
honest.
yeah. Luke at least A tier, but Ken I'll put
I
S
think
tier.
Luke. You can put Luke at A tier.
You think
Yeah,
Luke
I think
A
Luke
tier?
might be A
That
tier.
ninja strong, fam.
No.
That ninja strong.
I think Ken is S tier though.
I'll put Ken S tier for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, 3-point shoot that brother up there.
Who?
Ken.
Oh yeah. That dude's annoying. Yeah.
Manon too.
I don't know about that.
Manon at least A tier.
I would say A
Oh,
tier.
I used to get super scrubbed up by Manon, and I still can, depending on. It's hard because modern controls make some characters like way stronger. The people playing them doesn't do much.
I think against Manon, you just have to be really patient. You have to be you have to be rock solid. Shout outs to Malphite, League of Legends. DJ, Triple S Plus. Next, Geef.
I think DJ is a legit S tier too, bro.
A tier. Can't see it.
I think he's legit S tier, bro. Like the stuff the good DJs be doing, like the Masters.
Masters compared to the rest of 90% of the player base.
Like, man, bro, like that character is something fierce, dog.
Yeah, you see he's good in tournament, but bro, like on a regular space,
like he's pretty good still. Like, what regular guy is defending half a DJ's mix? Even the folks you fight can't defend the mix.
Bro, they literally just drive impact through it and say fuck it, skip it.
Yeah.
You gotta look for the move, man. That character's strong for him.
I don't see it at all. Don't get me wrong. I think he's good. I can't dispute that. But up there bullshitting with Cammy and them, hell.
I don't know, man.
He's like, oh no, he's about to jump on me. Better not just use my EXDP or my drive impact to stop whatever mix-up he's about to throw out. Because he can't drive impact during it.
It's crazy, man. Crazy. I think Jamie C tier.
Jamie?
Yeah.
I'd probably Jamie A tier, the ones I fought, but I think at least B tier. I think you're being too harshly biased.
Character sucks. He's terrible. I'll put a B tier.
He scrubs up at low level. I say as someone at low level.
I'll put a B.
He's the lowest on the list that we've named so far.
Lily?
I'd say B tier.
No, Jamie.
Lily C tier.
Oh.
Fair enough. I'll put him B tier. Dawson.
E tier.
Yeah, go ahead. E tier.
He said E tier. Look at it.
Lowest tier.
He trash, bro. The dude.
Dawson. And I was actually, he was one of the people I was like curious about. Like, it was him, Jury, and Guile. Like, I was curious about the play.
He's just weird, man. I'm gonna put him A tier personally.
What?
Like, Dawson is not a character. Dawson is not a character that lower level people can play. Just straight up.
Yeah. Maybe the ones I'm
Have you
fighting.
seen actual high level people do incredible things?
Yes. It's literally just Street Fighter 5 Dawson all over again.
We're trying to scale these people as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got him A tier. If we were going straight high level, I'd probably put him S tier.
Look, straight high.
You really think Dawson is A tier?
I have yet to see any Dawson do anything past the bare minimum and then shit the bed because they're not.
I think Dawson is legit D tier.
Like I said, like you have to really be good at Dawson to play Dawson.
Exactly.
Like you have to really dedicate, and nobody that I fought that played Dawson plays Dawson. Like they're getting away with like the low level type stuff, which is just a testament of what you can do with just by doing basic stuff with Sim. So if you're good with him, then he's even higher. I don't know, man. The stuff that I've seen this character do, even at low level, I would say he's at least A tier. Peak, he'd be like an A+ or something. Well, y'all think he's B tier?
I think he's D tier, legit.
I can only give you my personal experience with this. I've seen good people do good things with almost every character in the game. I've seen it, but I'm giving my personal experience. Any person who's good with the character can have success with them. That's why we've only stopped at like C tier. These characters can do good things if they're in the right hands. Almost all of them do good things in the right hands. But for me personally, I haven't seen Dawson do it at all. Like they have one good gimmick with that freaking yoga teleport, and if you get past that, they just sit there and take it because that's all they can do.
So you think he's what, C tier? You think he's below, or you think he's at the level or below Jamie?
I think he's B tier.
B
I think
tier.
he's D
I
tier.
think that B tier is where the character can be good if the player is good enough.
The player only plays Dawson for 100 hours.
Like Dawson can get good success if you're really good with Dawson. But I think with Jamie, if you're really good with Jamie, you can find success with Jamie.
Oh, but then I should put Jamie C tier. I think if you're really good at Jamie, you're still gonna be trash. Next, we got Mr. Edmund Honda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I think he's A tier, but
No, I think Honda's like B, solid B tier. Good at the early levels.
Then
But
I
I
am
feel like
deciding.
he probably sucks.
I haven't fought many Dawsons.
If you're good at pairing, he's B tier. If you struggle a little bit dealing with headbutt, no, if you struggle dealing with headbutt, he's A tier to you. I think he's pretty good in this game. Like, I think he's better than he's ever been, to be honest. I think his tools are pretty solid. You do kind of have to always get that suit, what is it called? The spirit charge or whatever, to get his optimal stuff. I do think that's a bit of a weakness. Plus, he's really cheesy online. That depends. Should I give him cheese points or not?
I mean, we're taking everything into account.
Yeah.
I mean,
So if I give him cheese points, I'd say he's A.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's A. I'm thinking if it's E Honda, we're thinking about Honda even in 5 too, compared to. I think
Okay.
We
Marissa.
haven't seen the best of what E Honda can do just yet.
Okay. Marissa.
S. Fucking shooter. 3-point.
Hell no.
No, I think she sucks at a higher level.
Marissa, S.
Shit.
S.
Shit out of people in this fucking game.
I say that even though I'm DJ, I've shit on almost every Marissa.
Alright. I'd say she's B. Like, I've been hearing about a lot of players struggling at the higher level, especially. I mean, she's a scrub killer. That's another one of those scrub killer characters. I'm tempted to put her in A just because of how much easier she is to play than the characters in B.
She's beginner friendly.
I'm gonna bump her to A solely based off of ease of use, but like low A. Geef.
Big Zangreezy.
Yes, sir.
Zangief is good.
Z Grizzle.
And here's the thing. I know he's got like 360 inputs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That probably makes him worse for like 90% of players, but modern controls just alleviates that. He is like straight up he might be an S tier with modern controls.
It's possible.
The fact that they can just cross the screen and you're done.
I don't
30 your health.
I
30
don't
your
think
health.
it compares to anybody in S tier.
You think even on modern?
Yeah. I think the S tiers destroy Geef.
I think he's A with those modern controls.
With modern controls, he's probably A.
If you take the whole game into account, I think he's
But I'm assuming without modern controls.
If you want to go without modern controls, I think he's like.
I think he's B without modern controls.
Yeah, I think he's B. Even then, dog, like we people up so much to make sure he doesn't do anything.
It's Geef as usual, and even then.
It feels like it's even worse for him now. If we're not taking in modern controls.
I'd say he's about a solid B. The World Warrior himself, Mr. Ryu.
I really haven't thought that many. I mean,
I think he's B too.
Same.
I think he's a worse Ken.
It's low key.
Yeah. I think he's.
I think
B.
out of the 3 Shotos, he's the worst.
Yeah, I think he's B.
I'd go B for him. He probably has some good potential. I mean,
No.
a really good Ryu player could do something with him, but
He ain't got no potential.
most folk, man.
That character has already been fleshed out from the demo. What we see is what we got.
Nah, man, there's gotta be.
They already did it. I hate him. Chun-Li.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't fought many
really
Chun-Li
good
games.
players. They're really good with Chun. Like I've been destroyed by Chun-Li's and I've destroyed Chun-Li's. But also modern control Chun-Li is kind of busted.
Modern control Chun-Li sucks.
You think so?
Yes, you can't
don't know,
access
just-
stance, and stance is a huge part of her damage. Like accessing stance, she's literally putting together combos that take a third of your health every time. Well, not a third. I'd say a good fourth of your health every time. Like because a lot of her combos, her good combos, involve using command normals. So like the classic control Chun-Li is much better than modern control Chun-Li. Cause you straight up cut off about half your moveset on modern controls. I would say she's a good A tier. Just because her difficulty kind of doesn't leave much room for error. Kimberly.
Again,
Oh.
that's another character I don't fight much of. She seems annoying, but
I kind of destroy Kimberly's online and I'm not that good. So
it's
I'd
one
say
of those,
B.
she's really good. I feel like she's gonna be really good high tier and high level players, but low tier, no one's gonna. Folk aren't gonna know what to do with her. But I think she has potential to be really good.
I will consensually throw her in about an A. A low A.
Low A or high B.
Yeah. Judy Han.
Yeah, A.
A tier probably.
Might be
Yeah.
S.
I'll put her high. I'll put her high A. I think she's potentially
A.
S tier.
If you like feet, she's S.
Bet S tier. Just kidding.
That's a character I'm not sure she gets much better between modern and classic.
She doesn't.
I mean, her moves get easier to do like every.
Oh,
she's not like.
at highest level, I think she's S easily because the people that know how to actually abuse Feng Shui Engine, her install super, that stuff is crazy. Like actually insane, dog. I might have to put her in S.
I think she has good cancels and good like neutrals too.
I might have to put her in S. Blanca.
Until that Blanca ball stops being safe, A tier. A tier.
Blanca is pretty good.
He won't drop below it as long as that Blanca ball is safe.
There's some kind of play, but you gotta really lab in there. Okay, I will personally order this here. I think Cammy's the best character in the game, followed by. I won't change their tiers, but I'll just change the order. I think it's Cammy, then Guile, then Ken,
Yeah, Ken is. Yeah.
then Jury,
Gael?
then JP. No.
I think
Then
JP.
DJ,
I think
then
JP's kind of
JP.
stronger than Jury.
I don't know,
You
man.
don't think so?
Yeah, because Yuri can
I
just
go by the
get to him.
projectiles, dude.
Remember, JP is low-key beginner-friendly and high-level friendly. But Jury caters more towards, like, mid to high-level play.
Also, he's one of those like matchup dependent. Like if you're a person who can just eat what he throws out, like has good projectiles, you can stop.
Yeah.
And Jury just has very good ground speed, so she just kind of ignores him and says hi.
No, unless you're Jamie. You don't fight JP. He fights you.
Facts. El facto. See, A tier, I'm gonna keep Luke as the leader of the A tier. Manon's gonna follow. I think I'm gonna put Kimberly here because I think she's a little bit better than the other guys. Marissa, Chun-Li, that boy Edmund, and then Blanca. B tier, I'll put the World Warrior himself. Then I'll put Jamie, then Geef, then Dawson, and last but not least Lily. In C tier, all by herself.
You think Lily's the worst?
Yeah, I think she's trash. Not specifically like trash. I think her gimmick is too. I think her gimmick is super unreliable and only works if you haven't fought a Lily. But once you get used to her, I
What even
think
is her gimmick?
huh?
Oh, I thought, what even is her gimmick?
She gets like
Right.
wind stocks that allow her
Oh.
to make her little wind attacks safe on block, and then forces you to either hold a combo or hold a command grab. Yeah, and I think that gimmick is not super duper reliable. She has good buttons, but that's about it. Aside those two things. So this is our tier list, guys. This is ordered. This is again completely subjective,
I need to revisit
anecdotal.
this after Aki.
So, like, please do not take this super duper serious.
Nah, do it.
It is the be-all and the...
But yeah, this is our opinion purely.
You play somebody in the S tier.
Wait. But okay, we're gonna end the cast right here. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, our boy Shadow had to leave. He has to put some work in the morning. Gotta get him some sleep and whatnot. So, I thank my boys, of course, my man Tan Man and that boy Tizzy Tank with the liquid. So, we'll probably make another one talking about it at a later date and go more in depth about the game itself. So, stay tuned for that. But you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on so you know when you get some more of this turtley action. You feel me? But until then, peace out, brothers.
Make that seem sexual, but
I hate this dude.